What's happening, guys? I'm coming through another video, and then in this topic I'm going to explain what it's like to be in a relationship with a covert narcissist. And I know for a fact, whenever I explain this, a lot of you guys are going to be like, damn, like that was me in a relationship with that person, like shit. Because I know I can say the same thing for that. Like, you connect with these people in the beginning. They present themselves to be something that you really want right now. They show you a lot of things, and they do a lot of things to get you hooked, to get you addicted to them. It can be a relationship with a covert narcissist can be very good in the beginning. It can be. In fact, it usually is. They all do the exact same thing. They're on their best behavior. And it just, they're going to continue this behavior for as long as they want to keep you around for. And if they ever decide, or they have a timeline or a timetable, whatever you want to call it, to when they're going to discard you, that's whenever they're going to start slowly treating you worse and worse and worse. All of a sudden, you are discarded. All of a sudden, you feel crazy. Because they just pulled off something crazy to you to make you feel crazy. They just did some pretty insidious shit, right? So, in the beginning stages, you can feel like this person is everything and more of what you want. You can't complain with what they're offering, with what they're showing you. And that's the most dangerous part. That's the most dangerous thing. They do that because they want what you have in the current moment. They're not doing it because that's who they really are as a person. It'd be nice if that was really who they are as a person, and they could sustain that, and that's who they were forever, but that's not the case. It's just an act. And it's a tough pill to swallow when you come to the realization that you were fooled, you were tricked. As it goes on, you're going to start to get devalued. As it goes on, you're going to feel things drastically changing over time. But you know what? The scary thing is, some of these individuals stay in relationships with people for 10, 20, 30 plus years. And it just, could you imagine being fooled for that long because this person decided to choose you as a source of supply, and all of a sudden they just turn their back on you like you didn't even exist? Because this is what they do. That's what a relationship is like with a covert narcissist. They're already sold out. They sell out right from the very beginning of their life. Whenever things start to get real, they sell out. They just need to tag on to somebody else, to somebody else's life. They're not there to help or to serve or to contribute to anything. They're there to be a part of what you have going on. And they're not there to love you unconditionally. They're not there to care about how you feel. They do not care about this. They are very uninterested in how you feel as a person. They're only going to do the bare minimum so you will stick around, so you will stay around them. And like I said, it all depends when the devalue stage and the discard stage comes. It all depends on how long they want to keep you around, and that's the scary thing. You could think you have the love of your life and you could be even married to this person for like 10 or 20 years, and all of a sudden you start to realize something is off, something is different. That's a man or a woman's worst nightmare, and it happens in both ways. I actually got a message, not a message, but a comment on an old video. You guys wouldn't have seen it because this was a video I made like months ago. A man commented on this, and I actually took a screenshot of the comment that he said, and he admitted. I don't have it. There's not too often somebody comes to my channel and comes out and admits that they are a narcissist and admits to what they did. It does not happen too often. And somebody just did it like yesterday, the day before. I took a screenshot of the picture. And they said, what you're saying is so true. I wish I knew what I knew. I wish I knew what you knew at your age. Because I was married to my wife for 40 years. I am the narcissist. And I destroyed her. That was the exact words. I think he added in a little something else, not too much more, but like that's exactly what he said. He said those exact words I just said. And it's like, damn. At least he admits that. Is it right? Fuck no, it's not right. But that's just, it just goes to show. I'd like to see some of these people, like, I'd love to get somebody on the channel like this at some point and do an interview with them, just to talk, just to get into the mind of one of these individuals and pick it apart to see how they really think. Because he mentioned too in that comment that he cannot do true intimacy. He can't connect on an intimate level with anybody. He just can't do it. And it does not make sense to me how somebody cannot come to a point of being able to do this no matter what type of abuse you ever went through. I think personally, I could have went through anything in my life. I feel I am just that type of individual that could overcome anything and end up feeling good again. I don't get how some people are so like, and then again, you might have to go through it to really understand that. I get that too. So you just never know, I guess. You can't say for sure. But back to this for a second, and then I'm gonna end this video short because I got another video to do after this one. It's a very dangerous situation to get in. It's a very scary thing to think about other relationships and things like this, because you might not know you are in a relationship with one, but the more knowledge you have, the better. I truly believe if you have any knowledge at all about narcissism, like, you could be in a relationship with one, you're going to be able to tell that you're in a relationship with a narcissist, even if this person is planning on staying with you for a long time. You should be able to spot this shit out. I know I could, and I know for a fact it would not last with me. And like, you can be fooled short term, and it has happened to me after I got the knowledge. But I didn't even come close to like getting hurt or phased in any way, shape, or form, because I seen red flags within like a day or two, 3 at the most, talking to certain individuals, and you just let it go on a little bit longer. Because sometimes you want to just keep doing it, just to make sure you are right. It's like, you know you were right, you just want to make sure to put that stamp right down. You want to extend it a little bit longer, just to make sure. And there's a part of that that's fun too. It's almost like an investigation. I don't mind doing it. And I'm not going out of my way to do it. I'm not wasting my time. Maybe on free time or something like this, I'll respond. And things will keep rolling, but other than that, it's always been all good ever since I got like extremely hurt by one of these individuals in the past, when I didn't know what the hell was happening, before I had any knowledge or information at all. And now I just think there's no way somebody like that could ever come into my life again to get over on me. I think a true person is gonna like not even give you money and shit like this, like, because narcissists can also, I've been offered money from a narcissist? And I said, hell no. And this wasn't even from a male. This was from a female. From a female. Because I had to make a payment on something that I broke by accident in the gym, and this person literally said, like, if I need help with money, they'll pay. No, that's the last thing I would do is take money from a woman. No, you're not gonna take my manhood like that. It's just no true man is gonna want to take money from a woman, but a guy who's not a true man would do that in a heartbeat, and that's just the truth. It wasn't even right. I had no right to take any money from this person that offered me the money. And they were still a narcissist. It's true. The reason I paused there is because you guys might be like, are you sure she's a narcissist, bro? Yes, I'm sure. Because you don't know what happened afterwards. And like, offering somebody money doesn't really mean shit. Offering somebody money doesn't take away the fact that somebody is a narcissist or not. Not even close. And yes, this person was a narcissist. That's why it was very, like, you're not going to see that too often, especially somebody you're not really that close with. But it's just surprising. But anyways, I truly believe I would know if somebody's a narcissist or not. And I'd never go down that rabbit hole personally. I truly believe that. You can feel intimacy with certain individuals, and some individuals you just can't feel anything. You just feel like you're not bonding, you're not talking, you're just, it's like your guys' minds are completely different. Like, you can't, this person is just not open. They're not open-minded, open-hearted, they're not honest. It's like they're hiding a lot of things. That's like the energy and vibe you get off this person. And somebody can act like the happiest fucking thing in the world. That doesn't really mean shit. And that's how a lot of covert narcissists fool individuals, by acting like this and showing this types of behavior, but really that does not mean they're connecting with you on an intimate level. And that's what you need to do. You need to really talk with somebody and really know each other inside out before you give your trust to anybody. And I feel like that mistake will never be made by me again. I don't want this mistake to happen to any of you guys. So, like, and I'm telling you guys this right now before I end the video, you could be lonely right now, you could be alone for a while. If something comes around and it feels good, you feel like you want this because you might not be used to it, you might not have had something that you really wanted for a while, and you get presented with an opportunity to strike on an individual. You have an opportunity with somebody, and just because you might feel lonely, you cannot take what the devil is about to give you, which could give you some short-term pleasure, some short-term good times, but it's going to come crashing down and you're going to get hurt twice as worse. You can't take the bait like that. You have to be honest with yourself. And like, relationships are so much harder than people think. You don't just go out there easily and get a relationship. People that do this are in toxic relationships. People that do this are quick to just jump into relationships. People like this don't even know themselves. That's why you might think you are crazy. The smartest individuals in this world are not so fast or so needy to want a relationship. That can't be you. You have to be smarter than that, because you're going to end up screwed up because you did this. Two people, male and female, need to get together. Both have to be on the same page. Both have to be clear in the mind and clear on their intentions and know who they are and know what they want. Two people have to come together that are like this. There can't be one person that has his or her shit together, and there can't be one person that is needy and desperate and just they need a relationship. It's not going to work. Something's going to fail. They're probably a covert narc. And that's just the way it goes. But so just beware of that shit. That's all I'm going to say about that. You have to take your time. You have to be yourself. You have to know what you want. You have to know who you are. And what you want might not be that. You might think you want something that looks good that comes your way very quick. But you don't want it if you knew what it really was. That's the thing. So you can't do that. I'm going to cut this video short. I got another video to do right now, so I'm going to get to that one, guys. I'll be back.